Hello, everybody, and welcome. Why am I over there? Hang on. There we go. Hello, hello. Welcome to some more Flintlock. The Siege of Dawn. I feel like I got the hang of it. Yesterday. It was yesterday, wasn't it? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I feel like I got the hang of the game a bit more, and subsequently was enjoying it a bit more. So we'll see if that keeps up. I can't remember where we left off. Well, hello there, Scarlet. How are you? From what I remember, there was like this stone enemy boss guarding some artifact that was like really tough. So I said I would come back to him, and I managed to like no-hit. Hey, Jablet. I managed to like no-hit a mini boss, the leader of one of the towns, because I was on like 1 HP and I didn't want to redo the area, so I channeled my inner Giga Gamer dragon. Indeed I am. Told you. So while I don't remember exactly where we left off, I'm excited to continue. I'm so stupid. Dies a lot. How would you know you haven't counted in ages? Starting to wonder if I should put out a bulletin. Death counter needed. Alright. But I am excited, as I've said, probably, to get back into it. That's... Alright. That's a giant spider.
It's all right.
Can't... Yeah, I'm missing sulfur and reputation, mainly. Let's see. I can't... Why is that underneath? You see it on the top, right? They've put it underneath. I can't read it. Reputation favor available. So does that mean that's a quest? Is that what that's saying? Professional death counter needed. Yeah. Current death counter absent without leave. Ow! I don't remember coming through here. Oh, hold on. You have 9 different games ongoing on death count you're going to finish. What games? What? Watch Dogs 2? I'm curious why you started death count in that one, because I played it for a single stream. Right? Thymesia couldn't go to hell. Thymesia can go to hell. He can go to hell and die. Dark Souls 1 challenge hasn't been started yet. You can't count that one. It's not been started yet. Yeah, Thymesia, the game that I stopped playing at the final boss. Or in the Will of the Wisp. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
I'll cherish this.
Lords of the Fallen. That game was broken. That game was broken. It's not my fault. God of War. Okay, so that's 2. Need a bit of help there? He's good. I'm gonna give this guy another go.
On board.
Always good for a
Sebo. Yeah, so you got 2 so far. I'll give you that. Cult of the Lamb. I finished Cult of the Lamb, didn't I? You. Bitch. bitch. Subnautica. I need a different.
Stay by wine forever.
The fuck did he just say? I understand a word of that. A lot of them are also games that I just did not like find an interest in at that time. Like Cult of the Lamb, I played it enough to get the idea of the game, and then I was like, alright, that's about it, you know?
You picked the wrong fight. An entire hamlet.
Elden Ring DLC? I just played that off stream. And I played it on stream, you didn't start counting it. You can't just count games that like I haven't like that you didn't start counting. But 2 of them are ones that I haven't even started yet. So that takes it down to 7. If we remove Elden Ring DLC and Dark Souls Challenge, because I haven't been started yet, in the game, so I didn't get spoiled. Yeah, but I was never informed of that. So if I don't know, therefore it doesn't exist. So yeah, we'll cut that down to 7. Cult of the Lamb, again, I kind of just like felt like I'd seen all the game had to offer. So that's 6. Subnautica, got bored. 5. Thymesia was annoying and I flushed it. That's 4. Watch Dogs 2, potential in the future, so we can keep that one. Lords of the Fallen's Broken, doesn't count, that's down to 3. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, probably a restart. That's down to 2. So all you got is Ori and Watch Dogs.
Last chance to back down.
You won't make it without me.
I know.
And
But
when
I'll try anyway.
was you going to tell me you're abandoning all these like you did like Liza P? Probably the first few times I've already had this conversation with you, actually. This is not the first time we've had this conversation. Dude, I can't help it if you're forgetful, you know what I mean?
Felt that in your face.
Well, I can't help it either. You could update your list. That would be a good reminder. So we don't discuss this again in 4 months' time.
Invigorating.
Read off the names you don't want to play anymore. Okay, so I'll read off ones that are highly likely to not see stream time for the foreseeable future. Okay? All of them, apart from Ori and Watch Dogs. There you go. And even then, it could still be months before I get around to playing them. It just entirely depends on what I fancy doing. So if you wanted to, you know, do a complete clean slate, I totally get it.
Well confined.
I mean, even this one, you know, like I got an achievement last stream for dying 10 times. So in theory, you could go from there and start counting. Since this is like a Souls-like, so to speak.
Splendid. We'll make good use of this.
Whoop. Dude, the fire lasts for so long. Yeah, ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da 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 da. I'm not taking that. It's locked for some reason. Maybe because I'm aggroed. I don't know. Wouldn't feel right if I didn't. He's trying to save his job here, Kenshi. What do you think? Whoop. God damn. Go this way, I guess. Dude, she turns sideways on these like double jumps like that. It's really, and you end up not being able to grab it. Look, that's so weird. Why she does that? She like hits the side of the surface and like turns sideways so you can't grab. You have to adjust me there.
Looks like the mine that Baz was talking about. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna try and get this guy's blunderbuss back. Yes, follow the tracks.
Skulking in the dark.
You seem particularly outraged.
Those bandits mugged Baz whilst dragging the Coalition's name through the mud. Of course I'm mad.
Are you sure that they're bandits? Baz said they were deserters.
Nope, couldn't have been.
Interesting find.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the spiders in this are actually kind of cute. They're fluffy. They're like little fur babies.
An old blessing. Thank you.
Right, do you think can...
These ones are in uniform.
No!
Hostages. Have to be.
Nailed it.
They don't seem to have been restrained.
I know.
We're learning some stuff here.
That means they deserted.
He said they were deserters.
On your guard.
Look how cute they look. Oh, deserters account. No, I don't think only do. What? 2 years of my life I gave the coalition, soaked those trenches with my blood. For what? Some flying masked monstrosity. So some flying masked monstrosity can swoop down and tear me apart? No. No more of that. Sounds like you got scared. Pussy. Ooh. Part 2. Ran halfway to the edge of the world and found the dead waiting for us. Why do we fight so hard to keep them in? Souls below, we're damned. We're all damned. It's game over, man. God damn.
Mine isn't collapsing, is it?
No. Oh, explosion worries me. Let's go.
Yoink. We got a breaching barrel.
Damn, whoever blew those barrels used to haven. What's the ceiling holding?
All right. Noise. Ooh, part 3. Ren says he can hear them down there. They must have crawled through the ground up the mountain, but got lost in this place. Jan took her own way out. She was always smart like that. Time to see if the old man's blunderbuss is worth a damn. I don't like how many explosives there are.
Pity me. It hurts. Those rotters got me good.
Who? Who's talking?
Your coalition, aren't you? I'm not going back. You wouldn't make it anyway. Not in your condition. There's no escaping them. Is there? Came out of dawn like a wave. You can't fight that. Did you blow those charges before? The dead. They tore right through us. I tried to trap them, but they'll get through. I know it. It's okay. I'll deal with them. Throw your life away. What do I care? Here, maybe this'll help you. That's Baz's blunderbuss. So you were the ones that jumped him? Was that his name? Tell the old man. We're sorry.
blunderbuss. What? Oh. Well then. Excuse you. That was certainly a quick way to deal with them. How do I switch my... Did it, like... Okay, so it just replaced it. It didn't... Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but...
You're in my way.
That didn't work out very well. Oh, there's materials down there. Yeah, this was always going to be easier. When do we unlock the minigun? When I get good. So never.
Incoming.
Come on. There we go. Easy.
In my way.
Hello? I don't like how a lot of the time they just ignore like any form of attack that you do. Like they just don't get stunned. It feels weird to be that like you're bigger than them and you're smacking them with an axe and like you're wailing on them with this axe and they're just like lining up a crossbow shot and shooting at you at like point blank range. Doesn't feel like it fits, you know?
To die in the dark with a hole in your belly.
At least we got Bass's gun back.
Yeah, we did.
Jeez. Ow, I stood in acid. That hurt. Why didn't I just fast travel? That makes way more sense.
Hey, Baz?
What about the...
They're sorted.
Well, thank you. And here.
Yep.
I can't take that, Baz.
Fat lot of good it did.
But you've had it.
And now I'm passing it to you.
Well, that was obvious, wasn't it? They put it in my inventory. Stand. You don't always know where you stand. Till you know that you won't run away. There's something that like breathing in sulfur. Clearing stuff, making tool check. He said I could talk to him.
You look worn. Rest a while.
I found Young. He said our best bet is through Whitebridge, but it took some doing.
Even at the end of the world, a lump won't do a favor for free.
Actually, I volunteered.
Of course you did. Sometimes I worry I raised you too well. Let's stock up. Road ahead looks rough.
I know you didn't want me to join you on that mission to the door, but was there anyone else that didn't want me there?
You mean Harlan?
Yeah. I thought when I was skipped over.
Skipped over? You were the first one they picked. I called in every favor I had to replace you. And when Harlan found out...
He volunteered. Because he knew you couldn't do it alone and that I'd kill you both from keeping this from me.
Well, we hoped the dead would beat you to it.
Okay. So Harlan wanted me there. Fast travel is currently locked from this location. Okay.
Might prove useful.
I guess I should have unlocked that other, like, fast travel before I did that side quest.
Some respite. The Revenant's lair is down there. Let's go.
Those below!
Hello. Oh, he's got gravity magic. I don't know what that is.
It's getting away!
After it, quick!
That was convenient.
See? Looks like you're a natural.
Whoa.
Incoming!
Oh. Come on, swing. Not that kind. No! Are you kidding? Wait, he died. Hold on. I died and he died. We traded. What does that mean? I don't know what trade.
I'll get better, boss. I swear. Just let me rest a while.
Okay, he died. He's dead. Okay. Sunderer's Pauldron. Oh, look at that.
Forge Master, you came.
You talked a big game back in Mudfish. Had to see it for myself. And I don't even know your name.
Nor Vanek.
I've never seen anyone fight like you, Nor Vanek. Or anything like that fox thing. What do you call it? Enki. My name is Enki. It is? Then thank you, Enki.
Nor's name backwards is Ron.
Vanek. You won't go far if you keep wading into battle dressed like a ragtag soldier.
I've done fine stuff.
Excuse me.
You deserve better.
That one's building for like a solid 10
I'll
seconds.
start a camp down the road. He'd be more than happy to put you up.
Oh, is he going to be in our camp now?
Tell the old hound that lump is coming. And to reach the city, cut through the foglands to the Black Powder Factory. From there, you can climb all the way up into Rit.
On it.
Now, does that imply he's going to craft me armor?
I'm worried for one of my patrons, Obas. I warned him that the hills are crawling with dead, but he's gone to meet his daughter there anyway.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Where do they meet, good host?
Atop Enlightened Peak. It's a steep climb, but he looked determined. Keep an eye out for him, will you? It's a bad time to be in Rid.
On these
Folks are
quests.
disappearing in broad daylight on Bohal the Butcher's orders.
Then someone should free them. Why are they being taken, good host?
Screaming was heard coming from an alley in the slums. Perhaps you should look there, if you've the stomach for it.
What do you got? Epic. I almost don't want to
Leaving so soon?
buy any in case, because she said like gonna be at camp, like oh, we're heading through. I think, does that imply we go around here and then up? Because I'm not sure. This is cut off, so I don't think this is available to us. Let me see if Young or Jung, I don't know.
Still torturing that poor guitar. You have not been killed. Good.
Glad you joined us, Forge Master.
You helped my people more than those up in Red. It's only fair.
What's going on up there?
The damn fools found religion is what happened. They let the peaks fall to ruin in Ramaha's name.
It's not entirely their fault. If Ramuha is actually in control,
The failure is the judge's own. The goddess is an excuse. A fable.
The goddess is real, Forge Master. We hope killing her will save the peaks.
3 Peaks is doomed. The Knights are done for.
Yeah, the goddess is very much real.
They spare the people.
Oh, okay. So he just upgrades armor,
Yeah.
and the other guy upgrades weapons. There's a key. A nearby revenant chest. Nearby to what?
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I'm getting kitted out. Look at me.
Take care, good host.
Okay. Maybe we can go that way. Doesn't look like it on the map, but You never know. History of the Judges Part 2. The judges' reach to exceed their grasp. Their great tusked beasts were struck with terrible foreign blight and became extinct. People that had flourished under the law revolted, save the people of the peaks. Thus, the judges returned, humbled their keeper.
You could have run when we were fighting the Revenant.
That is true. No more unnecessary risks. Agreed?
I can do that.
Sabo.
You guys.
Sebo. Play some what does that do? After moving this coin, you may select an adjacent empty space to barricade. Cheeky bastard. I'm not gonna make it. I was one short. I'm not gonna do any. See how it goes. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, let's try this one then. I'm always one short. I think that's the way to go though, is that coin. Remember when I was like good at this and then it all went to shit? Kind of weird, huh? Can't even get past like...
You can't win every time.
I suck at this game now. I don't know what happened. I hate Sebo. Sebo sucks.
I heard the dead can march from dawn across the bottom.
She's just waving a
Reach
sword at him.
anywhere in the world. That's not true, is it? You ever miss home, Ollie?
I miss Pa and Johnny. I miss having a roof over my head. Can do without Ma, though.
Wow. Fuck you, Ma. try to go this way. I'm not entirely sure.
What an odd house. There's neither a roof nor walls.
That's a crane.
Ridiculous. A crane's an animal.
No, it's a machine for moving heavy things. They named it that because it's just as long as the crane's neck.
Ingenious.
Alright, calm down.
You're taking to this quickly.
Flying's the scary part. Is that how you get around?
I prefer a slow flight. It lets me take in the scenery.
It sure beats walking.
You catch on quickly.
That's some pretty fun traversal. Once like, if it actually opens up like the whole map like that to just travel around quickly, that's like really fun.
This is as good a place to rest as any.
You, lass!
What's the matter, Uncle?
My damn legs are the matter. Can't climb to see Kaya. She's my daughter, you see. We meet at the peak once a year. It's the only time I get to see her since she wed.
I can go up there for you. Ask her to come down if you'd like.
Bless your soul, lass.
Alright.
That man couldn't have been your uncle. You barely look alike.
It's just what you call older people you don't know. It's a way to show respect.
You know, I am much, much older than you are.
I'll think about it. What's this then?
Does he want to be called Uncle? So I start calling him Grandpa. Say he likes that. Chicken! Chicken attack! Oh. I thought that was another one.
I'll bleed you like a pig!
Alright, calm down.
What's this then?
Not that bad.
Just a lucky blow.
Fucking... Excuse me? Oh. Yeah, I don't like the just zero reaction to my attacks sometimes. Oh, there's gonna be a barrel around here somewhere. Ow.
Blessing.
Edge. There it is. Thank you. Hello. Easy. See what's around this way first. I see a feather on my compass. I don't know what that means.
Here they come.
The feather go. Might be up. Broken lift. Feather! Ah. Okay, Lord knows how I get up there. You bastard! Fucking hit me out of midair. Cheeky. Uh-oh. Ooh. Got it.
Welcome find.
Nope. Oh. I think that was meant to happen.
What's that?
Right up by a fire, imagined all of Gaia. Hello? 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 There we go. That bloody time. Took a journey into a child man's heart. Painter on a shore. Down, 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 limitless chest of tears. I am the voice of Never Never Land. Innocence and dreams of man. Ah! I am the empty crib of Peter Pan. light she fades, darkness closes in. What did I just click on? Oh. So I was trying to do something, I just clicked on something like completely randomly unrelated. Okay. What did I just click on? Proceeds to get all, like, the virus pop-ups. Chicken attack! Oh. Son of a bitch. You guys need to stop. You know that? Pretty rude. Yo, Kenshi's posting hentai. Ah! Such a weird, like, jumping thing. Like, it's fun, but also not at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. There's the the feather over there. I'm wondering if.
What's this then?
Wait, was that the feather? No, what is this feather icon? This bothers the fuck out of me. This seems like a massive oversight, right? So you see, down the bottom we have like buttons to do what, right? At the top we have the tab. I'm gonna highlight this icon on the map, and it's gonna tell me what it is. It tells me in the top left corner. underneath my UI. So you can barely read what it says. Recover to increase Enki's curse power and abilities. So like, they could have put it anywhere else on the screen. But it's tucked up in the corner underneath your UI. Send it as a bug report. I think that's the least of their worries at the moment. I think the game's getting review bombed thanks to Asmongold. And his ability to have an opinion on absolutely everything that ever existed ever. And an editor that just does not stop. I want you. Me neither. It's just my YouTube, man. I can't get rid of it. I swear, like there'll be like an Asmongold react clip to news before the news is shown.
This climb is way too steep. Kaya should have married someone in her village.
Sometimes the right person lives far away, Enki.
Then how are you supposed to find them?
You take risks. Sometimes you get your heart broken. Eventually it will.
But yeah, no, it's because I think let me. It's getting review bombed because of some. I don't fully understand it, but it's like getting review bombed from some association from like by guilty by association to someone called like or something called Sweet Baby. I'm not 100% on what that is. Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. is a Canadian narrative development and consultation studio in Montreal, founded by former Ubisoft developers, including scriptwriter Kim Blair and product manager David Bedard. Looking, the only game of note that that Sweet Baby has been involved with is the Suicide Squad game. I don't know, there's a lot of controversy around them, and like they owed money, broke contracts, the usual stuff. Ignorance is bliss. Okay, do you know Kenshi? Some do just pretend they have a legit issue. They mention it, but not to the point of bombing. I mean, it's down. It's more like I think Asmon's editor just like pumps out stuff like insanely quick or whatever, but like, oh, okay, so in a nutshell, Sweet Baby Incorporated has been accused of making games worse in a bid to help companies meet their ESG, which is their environmental social governance, and DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion targets. It's also come under fire for allegedly forcing its employees' political ideologies into the games that it is working on. So they get hired to be to make sure there's like the correct amount of diversity in the game, and they've been accused of woke consultants. There you go. Sweet Baby equals woke consultants. And are they the ones that Microsoft recently fired? Or like Microsoft recently like closed down its diversity inclusion thing studio because they said it was like costing them too much money, because they're realizing that like they hire these like studios or people and that like have this, you know, one might call it a woke ideology that gets kind of like pushed into the game. They're saying, hey, you have to have more of this or more of that, and some get upset when the main character's female. I mean, those like that are just idiots, right? Like, I'm playing as a female main character of color, and it's not felt out of place or an issue in any way, shape, or form. She fits in perfectly with the game that's been played so far, right? Like people that complain over stuff like that just want to complain, or are, you know, kind of like bigoted to a degree, and like you said, just want to complain for fun. They had a fit before because the devs of Black Myth Wukong didn't want to take their consultation. Oh, is that then they're the ones that like went on about how the Black Myth devs said sexist stuff, but they like deliberately took the translation out of context or something? I remember the 7 million, yeah. They tried to embrace the latest thing and it was not productive or profitable. Kudos to Sweet Baby for seeing an easy way to make a bunch of money. Yeah, you know, when you got like these big business execs saying, hey, we need to fit the quota, we need to make sure when we don't come under fire for not being woke enough, let's hire this team that's going to make sure we're woke enough, and then, you know, you're letting them push ideologies into games. And again, it's not the specific ideology they have is not the issue, it's the fact that it's being forced into narratives where it doesn't necessarily belong, right? Like, people can argue until the cows come home about, you know, the way, you know, different people from different countries and cultures living in a what, like, you know, the hobbits in like Ring of Power or something like that, you know, how fuck you, Kathy, ew, bot. How, like, you know, people online were mad because there was like hobbits with like African origins and like Asian origins and stuff like that, and they're like some people kind of like just say like, oh, it doesn't fit or whatever, because they're described to be looking a certain way or something like that. And I like more often than not, I just try to take every single thing that is produced as someone's interpretation of art. It's an artistic interpretation, and you know, the fact that this mythical race of non-existent creatures that are humanoid, right? But like, yeah, immortal elves or dwarves or hobbits or whatever they are, and people get mad that they're like, I don't like it because this dwarf is black and this hobbit is Asian, and it's like, there's also dragons and cave trolls. They don't exist either. It's a fictional world being portrayed in a live action scenario. Like, you know, it when people got mad, like Triss Merigold was cast by you know, with an actress of color, and they were like, it doesn't fit, and I'm like, she could be described in a certain way in the books, but then ultimately they're just going to go with whoever they want to hire, and it's an interpretation of that thing. Because like Geralt, no one was complaining that Geralt looked like Henry Cavill, when Geralt in the books is described as looking gaunt, kind of skinny. Like, he's not an attractive looking guy, basically. Despite him, you know, getting all the ladies, he's not particularly described as a very attractive man. But they made him look like goddamn, like, fucking... You know, he was played by Adonis Henry Cavill. You know, that is just voice acting. I don't know what specifically that was response to, but yeah, I mean, Wolverine is a gremlin, but we got Hugh Jackman on the roll, right? Right, that's what I mean. It's just like people seem to get up in arms and give a shit when someone's not white. And I think that's incredibly telling. There's definitely room for valid discussion and reasons, right? A notable one would be the Cleopatra movie. People got mad that she was cast, or that they cast her as like the actress was black. When Egypt was like, don't go around start putting, like, you know, people of color in places where they weren't. Like, it's one thing to, you know, it's one thing to make something historically accurate, but like Cleopatra was half Greek and was described as having, like, yeah, she was Greek and she did not have dark skin. She had pale, like, olive skin, like, but like because they were like, oh, history is whitewashed people, so we're gonna make Cleopatra black, when it's like, she wasn't though. But and Egypt, like, official groups in Egypt were like kind of pissed because they're like, it's one thing for you to have your kind of like woke agenda, but don't just start making up lies. Don't just start lying about shit, because then you're just as bad as the whitewashing that was done back in history. Yeah, that was about. Yeah, that. I mean, that obviously major issue. And there's like tons of discussion that can be had about it, and there's also like plenty of valid arguments on both sides. But there's also a lot of, and well, those valid arguments get buried in the loud minority of bigoted people and out of touch woke people that are just trying to like be part of some mass virtue signal because it makes them feel like they're a part of something special, or like it makes them feel more heroic, like they're part of something good.
This is as good a place to rest.
I've talked before with people, and I think the biggest part of, you know, the bad side of woke culture, because we can all agree that progression is a good thing, and the history was always worse than it is now. There's people that were like, man, I wish I could live in the 80s. It's just, no, you don't. Like, you live here now. It's better than it was before. It's always better than it was before.
Always good for a game.
And like, there's people like, oh man, I wish I could live in the 50s. It's like, no, you don't. You don't. Probably not good for you to live in that time. But a big part of what I think leads like these large kind of like woke crowds, whether you want to call them a woke crowd or far left or whatever you want to call them, the 80s were not that bad. Not for you. There's lots of other types of people out in the world that would probably much rather be here now than back in the 80s. Things are always better than they were in the past. But a big part of this mass virtue signaling of woke ideologies is people's lack of identity. And you're seeing it in like so many other facets of life, is people are just struggling, especially younger people are just struggling to find their own identity. So obviously they want to be good people. Like majority of people want to be good people, so they attach themselves to you know, presumably good causes. Like, hey, we don't want, you know, racism to exist, so let's, you know, and on the side of the argument of, you know, it's like what sounds worse, regardless of the context. What sounds worse? Oh, I think Ariel from Little Mermaid should be played by a black actress. No, she's very clearly white in the cartoon. She should be played by a white actress. There's something inherently more problematic sounding for demanding whiteness over anything else. And that could just be a tribute to history, right? There's obviously valid reasons where someone, you know, someone should be played by a white person, if they're like a historical figure, like, because you're trying to retell a historical event. Anyone that's involved in said historical event should probably be played by and look the part, and that includes the color of their skin, their sex, etc. Right? Ariel should be played by a fish. People want a carbon copy of the animated movie. Yeah, it's that's why I said, like, when it's a live action, it's an interpretation of a story already told. And so, you, like, what are we talking about? So we started off talking about this company called Sweet Baby, who are a company that gets hired by different game developers to make sure they're being diverse enough. And they've been getting a lot of shit because they kind of have been accused of forcing their ideologies into stories that they're working on with other developers, and subsequently like ruining the story because they're like, you can't do that because no, that's, like, etc. Mermaids are not half human anyway. Dude, imagine it was a mermaid but not horizontal. The split wasn't horizontal, it was vertical. Half fish, half human, vertically. Imagine that. You're just changing the diameters of what half is what. Suddenly, Family Guy reference? No. Family Guy reference is swapping the top from the top and the bottom. Yeah, they already had an MC in the game. The first thing they said was MC black instead of white. I don't know. I was just reading about them now. They worked on the not Justice League, the Suicide Squad game. And I believe I could get some confirmation, but I think they worked on this one too. And people were kind of like review bombing this game because of Sweet Baby's involvement. And you can argue that it's the voice of the gaming community to say, like, can we get these damn like diversity groups out, that sounds wrong. Get these like types. Well, get these companies that like Sweet Baby are like. Get them out of our games and let the developers create their art without pushing a political agenda. But so far in this game that I've played, I've not had any issue or I haven't noticed anything in terms of like it coming across as woke or forcing an ideology in any way. Like, all the characters work so far. Like, it's not. But yeah, then we just kind of ended up discussing just sort of wokeism in general, and as I said, like both sides obviously have arguments like that are valid. We are seeing people kind of get sick of it, because it's been like anything, like any good progressive movement in history, it's been taken over by idiots that have warped its meaning to something kind of ridiculous. Not that he's a historian, but to bring up something Bill Burr, comedian Bill Burr has mentioned, is like, is it in the 60s or 70s? There was like a black liberation movement, and there was lots of marches done by black women saying that basically, like, we deserve equality, we don't deserve to be treated unfairly. And then, like, as Bill Burr the comedian put it, then white women started marching with them too and saying, yeah, this is unfair, this is wrong, this is unfair, you shouldn't be treating black women like this, yeah, you should be treating women like this, yeah, women have it hard. And then suddenly the white women were the victims too, and then it got warped into a twisted ideological feminist movement, rather than black women having the equal rights that they deserved. It was kind of taken from them and warped into something else. And it's the same with a lot of other movements that we've seen recently. Like, you remember, like, the current feminist movement really kind of started because in America, women would on a statistical level, they would get less, they would earn less as a whole.
These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life. He said, don't ever let them touch my clothes. You can...
Shut the fuck up. In what universe was that a good idea? Yeah, like that started off as like a payment dispute, and like, you know, the arguments back and forth of like if you were paid the same and stuff like that, and something like that could have been resolved within that time frame there. Don't start doing shit. Don't start doing shit. I'll start banning motherfuckers. But it gets hijacked. That's the word I'm trying to remember. It gets hijacked by people that want to virtue signal and feel like they have an identity and something to feel important about. And you know, for some people it can be a profitable thing to do that. You know, looking at supposed socialists living in $3 million mansions, like, just it, you know, certain things aren't fitting together. but hey, it's monetarily beneficial for those people to be a part of this movement. And again, it just comes down to an identity issue, I think. Personally, I think a lot of this just comes down to people lacking an identity. We're living in an era where young people can't afford a house. There's no such thing as a full-time job anymore. Like, you're getting offered 0-hour contracts, 10-hour contracts, 16-hour contracts. You can barely afford enough money to rent a small one-bedroom apartment. You know, let alone ever earn enough money to own a home that you can like raise a family in, or live with a loved one, or whatever it is you want to do in life. And people are growing up realizing that they kind of just have no hope for that, and so they're losing the identity of, they're losing their own identity of like, well, I'm not going to be able to really succeed in life as everything has been set before me, so I'm going to attach myself to something that makes me feel special, that makes me feel like I can make a change, because everything stacked against me in this generation, everything stacked against this generation to the point where, what's the point in even trying, kind of thing. Is just defeatist. And right, you know, arguably and understandably so. So they just attach themselves to things that in theory are good and progressive movements, but you know, the more they draw in people that are just looking for identity and something to believe in, the meaning behind the thing gets warped and forgotten and twisted into something else, and then you end up with people just kind of spouting off whatever current rhetoric is, you know. We'll move on though. Example of productive progress. 20 years ago, Disney needed to hire lots more cast members for park expansions, cruise ships, etc. They decided to be more gay-friendly to help recruiting, and it was good for their business until they continued it recently into film production, and then it's weirded families out. Yeah, I see what you mean. again, it's that balance, right? Of just having something fit the narrative, and if it fits the narrative, then no one cares. You know, like, again, like if you look at walks in slowly. If you look at Tomb Raider.
That was too easy.
No one ever really cared that it was a female protagonist. It was a positive thing. And the story was written...
Where did she...
Watch out!
Well, unless you're someone like Palm, that's first instinct is to talk about their boobs, which doesn't help. You know, again, like I'm playing a game that's set in a fictional world where I am a military sapper that's a black woman, and if anyone was like mad about that, I think it caused more to them specifically as a person, because quite frankly, like, you know, what's the issue with the character looking the way she is? And as I said, you know, prior, like, there's valid arguments on the other side too. Certain things can stand out as like
I must have walked right into the dead.
What will you tell the
seemingly out of place, right? Like, you might look at something and be like, this doesn't seem to make sense. Why doesn't this make sense?
I'll figure
Like,
it out.
or, like, you might not even think about it. It might just catch you off guard. Like, you play an Assassin's Creed Valhalla and there's like, you know, there's an African Viking with a Scandinavian accent. It's a bit strange because it doesn't fit necessarily our real history.
Finally, some respite.
But at the end of the day, you know, it's a video game. And the main character can teleport. So there's lots of things that don't necessarily fit real life.
Let's get this over with.
To fantasy, anything goes. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I think I've said before, you can't teleport in real life. Well, remember, Beans, I said your ability has to be kept a secret, so if anyone asks, no, you can't. Yeah, like, I've had conversations with people before where they've been like, it doesn't make sense geographically, and I'm like, okay, but so if it's enough to take you out of the game's world, then don't play it. You know, I think I would much prefer. Now, this is a hot take, maybe, and I want to ask what other people think here as well, right? Professional death count needed. I just saw that. What would you rather have? Audiences the audience have an impact in shaping the story, or would you rather the creators forge their own story in their own minds without any outside influence, regardless of whether it's good or not?
Back already?
Because, in my opinion, whenever the audience inserts themselves into trying to change
She couldn't make it. But you'll see each other very soon.
the narrative
I'll tell her you think
of something,
when we next meet.
90% of the time,
Oh, bless you.
it's bad.
And, whatever you are. Here, take this.
We couldn't, Uncle.
You did this old man a great favor. It's the least.
Like with any form of art, I would much rather the creators do things their way and then see the results. You know what I mean? But going back to kind of what we were like very originally talking about, which is the company Sweet Baby. I've just seen Asmongold talking about this game a lot. I don't believe he's played it
You ever miss home,
at all. I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't think he's played this. But he's like dragging it through the mud. From what I can tell, just purely based on the association to Sweet Baby. When, you know, is this a Souls-like that's a bit rough around the edges? Yes. I think it's incredibly unique. And he's kind of like shit-talking it to his audience without playing it himself. Because it's like, oh, it's got Sweet Baby. And, you know,
The relic's power.
like, ultimately, I couldn't give two shits, like, what other people were saying. But it just seemed like, don't have to like Sweet Baby, but like, the game is now being review bombed on Steam because of, I think, his influence in putting out this stuff that's like, oh, it's got Sweet Baby in it, so it's bad. You know? I'm not putting all the blame on Asmongold, of course. The internet's gonna be the internet, Twitter's gonna be Twitter, etc, etc. And, you know, the argument of whether or not a streamer is beholden to the action of their audience is blah 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 blah. I don't think a streamer is necessarily beholden to the actions of their audience, unless, you know, in the circumstances of which they have actually told them to go do something. But just speaking on something and like talking shit about it before, you know, forging an opinion on something without any actual knowledge of it, and the guilty by association kind of attitude, it's frustrating, I guess. Like, it's frustrating because it's like there's a million other things you can talk about, you know. Or you could play the game and go, actually, this game's pretty good. there's someone throwing bombs. Still at 73%, mostly positive. Yeah, but it's a lot of the online stuff as well.
Thank you, sister.
But yeah, I mean, just on the topic as well. Like, I know, like Microsoft has closed down their like diversity sector or whatever. Like that same thing. And it's a weird. Jesus Christ! It's a weird like department to have, right? Because I feel like no one's gonna want to work for that department unless they want to enforce their own personal ideology anyway. Like, how do you not work for a department whose job it is to enforce a specific type of ideology into a game without sharing that ideology yourself? And it's obviously, you know, you're seeing the fallout now is it's costing companies money because not because of the diversity in the game, but it's affecting the quality of the game overall. What? Wait, what? Oh. Most critical is go he actually plays the bad games. Yeah, I mean, like, he'll play a game like non-stop, play it, and then he'll give an opinion on it, and it's never like, even though it's an opinion, it never feels like overly opinionated. You know what I mean?
What is that thing?
Yeah, it feels biased.
Hurts to look at.
A spell harvested from the great below. Too dangerous to leave unattended.
Use this as an opportunity to process. Ignoring the game people mostly don't like, Sweet Baby Incorporated, and use this as an opportunity to like protest against them. I mean, like, that again though is kind of what I was saying about how like you can't judge an entire product based on its association with people, or like you know how it's like when brand companies like pull out of sponsorships because of something someone on the team said. You know, if it's like a football team and one guy said something that people on Twitter didn't like, so the brand company, you know, the brand of energy drink pulls out of a sponsorship deal with them, and it's like,
You expect me to believe the dead just ripped apart my debt ledger and left
I don't
everything
know.
else intact?
It's weird
Was it
when
anyone
a
you knew, do you reckon?
drink company makes a political statement in that way. It's like, I think it was actually Asmongold. It was something I agree. I agree with what Asmongold said. Like generally, like I agree with a lot of things Asmongold says. There's like no like hate towards him whatsoever. Might seem like he's going off the deep end a little bit recently, but that what is this? That's, you know, my own feelings and whatever. But this was way back when a streamer by the name of Summit1G accidentally showed his marijuana bong on stream. He acts like he didn't click like the BRB screen correctly, and I believe so. Like, not long after that, he like lost his. Well, he stopped being partnered with Monster Energy drink, and I think Summit1G like clarified that like it had nothing to do with him smoking weed. It was just coincidental that like the sponsorship deal ended, contract ended at the same time. But like what Asmongold was saying at the time was like, imagine being an energy drink company, refusing to associate with someone smoking weed out of like a moral, on moral grounds. Like, put two people in the room, one drinking Monster Energy non-stop and one smoking weed non-stop, and see who dies first. Right? So it's weird. It's weird when like big companies get involved in like moral politics. I always find it strange. It's sort of one of those things where it's like, I don't care about your company's opinions. You're just selling a product. I'm either going to buy it or not, right? Unless you're doing something illegal, I don't give a shit.
Feeling pretty good.
But
So, what were you before you became a sapper exactly?
I was a trapper. That's someone who opens and closes vents to a mine.
a trapper and a sapper.
You must have been a child.
I was old enough.
I think people have decided that they will just not buy games they have been involved with, as the criticism that just some weird bias, I'm assuming, because they're involved. Yeah, I mean, like, they're involved with games that have turned out to be pretty bad, and the consensus online is that it's bad as a direct association to these, like, ethical and diversity departments. I don't know how true that is, obviously. Like, I know, but like Microsoft just shut down their version of that, whatever it might be. I don't know. I mean, I rambled a lot on the subject, and again, like I'm not really an expert. I'm just kind of airing thoughts and stuff, and you know, I you know, I don't know. I'm neither right nor wrong. I'm not worried about what others think, etc., etc. If Sweet Baby's involved in this game, it doesn't bother me because this game's fun. I couldn't care if they're involved or not, you know? Like, the game's fun. And I think, to quote Asmongold himself, if the game's good, no one's gonna give a shit. Like, I think he was talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, where, at least from my takeaway of what he was saying, I've used up all my health potions on this fucking guy. What was I saying? Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how much of... When it comes to gamers, it doesn't particularly matter how much of an ideology or narrative that you're trying to make with the game. People are upset because the game's bad. Really, at its core, people are mad because game bad. If the game wasn't bad, if Assassin's Creed Shadow was like a superior Elden Ring in every way, people would not give a shit about specific stuff like this. It's just something that they can attack. Please tell me he's wearing a kilt. You want to check? But yeah, AC Shadows isn't even out yet. But that's what I mean, is like, specifically with AC Shadows, I think it's a result of the Ubisoft fatigue. People know it's gonna suck. Everything they've seen about it, and their knowledge of past games, I think they're just looking at it like another piece of shit. And so people will attack the vulnerable points of it. And unfortunately, more often than not, it's stuff like that. But I'm not playing Assassin's Creed because I want an historically accurate retelling of past events, right? I'm playing Assassin's Creed because I want to be in a historical environment, but then make it science fiction fantasy shit. Like, I hate these guys. He still hit me. That certainly could have gone better. Yo! That looks sick. Hell yeah. Yeah. Take everything I said as just open thought and not as like exactly how I think, because as someone who tries to avoid reading the news as much as possible and much prefers living in his own world, I'm not particularly an authority on any of it. Ankle open mouth? You mean open mic? Right, Val. There's no way I'd jump up there, is there? Just said it. I said open mouth. I don't think I did. Case of open mouth. I didn't. I think you misheard me.
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
I don't remember exactly what I said now, but I don't think I said a case of open mouth.
Back! You rotters! Back!
Oh, save him.
He looks like he could use a hand. Appreciate the assistance. Knight Gimu, at your service.
Norvanek.
Yes, I've heard of you. The woman that killed the Whitebridge horror.
How come you aren't attacking me? Like the rest of your order?
I'm sworn to keep the peace in the peaks. Containing the dead is my priority. If anyone asks, I never even saw you. Tread carefully, Norvanek.
That I will do.
Cool. So he's like, I don't know you enough to want to kill you. Hey, real question though, chat. Like, do you prefer us not having these kind of discussions, or are you not bothered? Because it's not like my intention to make political stuff, but it comes up, you know. In time, Black Powder gave other nations the means to wage war. They came to the peaks, which were brimming with the base materials needed. The judges graciously shared these materials. Though it would hasten the nation's ruin, soon the world would need their order again.
Play on, supper.
Always a pleasure, Fourth Master.
Yeah, I like this helmet. It's pretty sick. I also probably repeated myself a ton, which I'm fully aware of it being something I do.
A welcome find.
Shield instead of pistol? No, I don't think the character uses a shield. Could be wrong. I think like the mechanics of the game is like the gun and the axe. Yeah, Flintlock like. Fire a pistol and switch to a shield. I mean, it would be cool. I don't think it's necessarily part of the game.
So the Coalition chose you because you had been a trapper.
They chose me because I was good at making dugouts. And at crawling out of them when the dead would flood into them. And then they collapse.
Did that often?
Well, you can
Enough to get me a medal. Everywhere I go.
climb like.
Can't even see
Dodges to slow-mo.
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Do all the gods live in the Great Below?
Most of us, yes.
Then, do you know, do all of us turn into them? The dead?
Not exactly. When you die, your soul drifts to the great below, where the god of
bodies.
death takes away every sorrow and every memory, leaving you a clean slate. Your new body is unrecognizable in the great below.
So, you disappear.
From this world? Yes. But you are never forgotten.
Welcome to Alexandria. We store you in a memory bank.
I'm not worried.
Just as an observer, personally, I thought Dawn Trail was kind of ass. Who knows? Might be different when I play it myself. But I thought it was kind of shit. Story-wise. Go green now because I got the cursed crystal thing. Okay, I just learned you cannot grab ladders midway. One stopped playing FF altogether because of it. I don't know who it is, but they'll probably be back. That's a reactionary. That's an impulsive reaction I think, when people do that. That 30-minute stretch between Kyle and Aaron's story at the end don't make up for all that bad writing. Yeah, I mean, I would have been cool with like that first part. If Wooklamat stayed back, like some of you might have seen me say it in Genie's chat, but like I felt like Wooklamat outstayed her welcome. I think it would have been better if Wooklamat, once you had done the arc of that area, I forgot what it was called, Tuliel, right? Once that arc was over, I think it would have been better if Wooklamat stayed behind and bid you farewell, and then you moved on to do Kyle and Aaron's story. I felt like Wooklamat didn't need to be there for the other half of the expansion. And if they put more focus on Kral and Aaron's story,
I wouldn't know. No god has ever perished before.
I think it would have been a better balance.
Like you do.
Because again, it just felt like your character wasn't there. It felt like you were an observer.
I know the feeling.
Like the only time you were ever really mentioned was at the end when Sphene was like, "You're the biggest threat, that's why I left you here." It's like, so you finally noticed me. Not sure what, but they said the expansion made their favorite character bad. I mean, it depends on who their favorite character is, but I don't. The ones that were involved, I don't feel like had a particularly large enough role to really change all that much. Besides maybe Kryl, but again, I don't necessarily see anything negative about what happened with Kryl. But each to their own, right? Back it up. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the second half of the expansion, it should have been Kryl. Kryl should have been the focus. I think you could have taken Kryl's story. You could have gone along with her. She probably, as a character, she's like been like a support character for so long. They had the chance to give her her moment. I think you could have, you know, story-wise, you could have gone with Kryl after discovering the thing about her parents. Could have gone along the adventure with her and to all these different places, and then, like, as you discover more about the place, because she wants to know, like, her past, the past of her people, her parents, etc. Then you can have everyone discover, you know, what they're doing with, like, the storing the memories and stuff like that. And it could have been Kryl's decision to be like, I know it means I'm gonna lose my parents, but we have to shut it all down, kind of thing. Like, again, like, Wooklamat just didn't need to be there, I don't think. She should have stayed back with her people. That being said, the initial part with Wukalamat was you know, I think the best part of the expansion. It started to go downhill after that.
Bless us and keep us.
What are you doing?
Praying. The shrine is doing me a bit of good, so felt only fair.
But the god can't hear you.
I know, but it felt appropriate.
What was that flag? And who's shooting at me? Wink.
That's the entrance I was speaking about.
Can I post a link to a dragon book nook? Sure. Holy cookies. That's a lot of cookies. Yo, that looks pretty cool. See. To black. So large colored eyes, black, €53. That's decent. That's why are you making me buy things? I'll save that. Someone painted someone. Yeah, that's the thing with Etsy is you got to make sure, like, the price you're looking at when you click on the product is not the final price of the thing that you're going to end up buying, because they'll show you what the top product is with all the bells and whistles, but then they'll display the cheapest price of the product, which will be like different to what you're seeing. There's duplicate listings? Do you mean like different people selling the same thing? With different paint jobs and finishes. Yeah, yeah. Like I clicked on it and it had like different options, like multicolored, fire, red and black, green, black, gold, brass, purple, black, glow, black, bone, glitter, purple, marble, glitter, red, purple, pink, and gold, glitter, blue, etc. Designed by Delightfully Dutch. So ISO made it. Wait, she's not Dutch, she's Danish, right? Chat. ISO Dutch, or they? She's gonna kill me. Nah, beans. She's owlish. She is intriguingly Danish. Okay, Danish, not Dutch. Yeah. When I started saying Dutch, I was like, it doesn't sound right. She's a Viking samurai. The most dangerous combination. If the Vikings landed in Japan, how do you think it would have went? Not well for who? Because the only thing I know is that they used to do that show, Ultimate Warrior, or like whatever it was called, something like that, and they did like a who would win in a fight, a Viking warrior or a samurai, and they did like the simulation shit, and the Viking killed the samurai more often than not. And I think a big factor of it was to do with the katana being a slashing weapon and chainmail. But yeah, you're saying like it would just be a case of attrition. But this is like hypothetical, they just land there, you know. Who wins in battle, in wars, and... What's this barrel? It would make for a new comic book? I'm sure it's been done, right? For the For Honor video game exists, so there's probably like comic books of like cross-cultural stuff like that. Dude, where is this barrel? Held by an owl with links to both. Oh, you're saying Izo should write the comic? Okay, question. If Izo wrote the comic book Vikings versus Samurais, does no sword fighting, that is true. How quickly does it evolve into a bake-off of Scandinavian and Japanese treats? Why can't I take this? And how much butter is involved?
What's this then?
In the Christmas issue 34 of the comic. What are you talking about? There we go. 5 pages before the baking starts.
Stand back this time, all right? Clear!
Alright. Page 5 is when the baking starts, but when does the Eldritch Horror get involved? The Christmas special where both sides stop fighting and they bake.
It seems they underestimated the dead they were trying to contain.
What is that? Chat, don't judge the grower.
Couldn't have been dead.
Apparently it's a mini mortar.
These are shot wounds. It's a coalition gun. How in the pits did that get here?
Are you staring at me?
They're onto you, Nor.
Hey, he might be small, but he gets the job done, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Do the sensitivity on these. Here we go. Nice. No save point. Okay. Adam, you have shown a particular interest in this game. What are your thoughts on it all so far?
It seems that everything's been taken apart.
Picking up the rails. Broke the equipment. Brahmahar and the Knights aren't just stabbing the
On the record.
in the back. They want it crippled.
Oh, that's gonna blow up. Oh, he's gonna blow up. Yep. I know an explodey enemy in a video game when I see one. What? Where'd you come from?
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
I don't know which way, where I am, what, going where, who. There's a spider down there. Okay. I'm not taking chances. Apply 3 different curses on a single enemy. Apparently I really hated that guy.
That's better.
That's better. Nice. Oh, bye. Hell no. I wasn't even gonna try it. Fighting it. On that platform.
I'll just take it.
Yeah. Whoops. Better. Okay. There we go. A ricochet cannon. What the fuck is a ricochet cannon? Bitch. Excuse me, I need to test this. Excuse me, I just need to test this. Huh? Okay. I was probably using it wrong. I feel like I'm probably meant to like shoot at a wall and bounce it off onto an enemy or something. I don't know. Although it marked him, so maybe I'm supposed to like mark multiple or something. Watch out for the sappers! Attention! Coalition fugitives, led by a sapper, have broken into the factory. Approach with caution and in numbers. Do not engage honorably. Skeleton butt. Oh, science! Oh, it's the science team.
Finally, some respite.
What's wrong?
Places like this remind me of things I'd rather forget.
Gus would tell me fear's like a tiger. It only pounces if you turn from it.
I was dubious about dropping down because I felt like maybe I should have. I was supposed to have picked up a barrel by now.
I'm sure you'll find a use.
Nope. Nope. There we go. See what's up there though. I'm curious how long this game is because I was looking at the map earlier, and like we started here because we escaped the city and made camp. Oh no, excuse me, made camp. We came down. We couldn't get there. Came through here, went down here. This was the side mission thing. We came down. There's a little town here. Then we came around. And then we went up through here. Around here. There's all this still. The Maya shard. There's some tower there. But we came down. We went up through the sulfur mines. And now we're coming up into the city of Rit. Unless there's a second area with a different map. It looks like we've nearly done a full loop,
Bodies.
you know?
Perhaps someone is attempting to break out of the factory.
We're nowhere near an exit. This looks more like a break-in. We can get...
Okay.
Always a
Whip.
Stand down, or my last shot goes in your eye!
Luca!
Last one you'll ever fire, Trent Filler.
Have it your way, you son of a...
That's enough out of you.
What is this dialogue right now? That's enough out of you.
Bohal will break you on the rack for what you've done, French filler.
Rack's too good for him. Maybe the pincers.
Come at me!
I don't know what happened with that.
An interesting find.
No. Souls below, am I glad to see you. How are you still alive?
Thanks to Enki.
Enki? Is that what you call it? I guess I should thank you both.
Pity me, Luca. What happened to your face?
Nothing. Powder burn.
Impossible.
Did Enki say something?
He said you're so full of it, your eyes are brown. What is it?
It looks worse than it is, honest. Listen,
Yeah, he's
the
like
dredges have gone
fucking
mad.
diseased or some shit.
The coalition sent me here to
So I was,
help,
yeah,
and
they
they
can
put
see
me in
him.
chains.
I don't think they know he's a dog. They
And then
just
I
think
heard
he's
they
a
were
weird
rounding up the
creature. A
workers.
dog, a god. They just think he's a weird creature.
Fight their way out.
I'll
Till-
take it from
unless
here.
we tell
You
him.
go find Baz. He's set up camp not far from here.
Baz is alive. Thank mercy.
Because
I'll meet you there.
weirdly, Baz, I don't think Baz mentioned Enki, but Young, the like blacksmith guy or whatever he is, the armor smith, he mentioned it.
Soldier? Set them up, I'll rake them in.
Oh, what? How on earth? Idiot. What does that do? Once per match, this coin can move 2 spaces in a straight line. I'm fucked, aren't I? If I move there, move that there. If I move there, moves that there. There you go. Okay. I wish you could skip turns. Like, I want to position them and then be like, right, I'm comfortable where I am. I'm not going to move anymore. But I think that kind of defeats the point of the game. Am I fucked again? Move that. Moves up, creates that. That moves down. That. Yeah, yeah.
You'll get it next time.
I think I need more coins. More power coins. Can the star one push? No, so once per turn, once per game, it can swap places with an enemy point.
Interesting find.
That's within 2 faces of
Luke
it
had
or
this
something.
thing of magic about him.
They're good enough. Not him.
You saw his face. Those that dabble with the powers of the great below are always marked by them.
There has to be some other explanation.
Suit yourself.
Bitch. That's your little barrels. Just saying. Oh dear. Yeah, I wish they fine-tuned the jumping a little bit. All right then. Oh my god, dude. What's the fuck? Oh, he left for the camp. Okay. I was like, did he die? Bitch. Yeah, he's kind of cute. Dude, that annoys the fuck out of me. Why are you turning sideways when you're meant to be grabbing a ledge? Oh, look at it, look. There we go. Mother. It's so janky. I feel like I was meant to do something else then. But that works too.
There we go. They took us the roof.
What for?
Winter's coming. Snow and rain can soak the powder, make it worse than before.
At least it's a way out.
Looks that out, doesn't it? Alright. Okay. Iframes get fucked. I think you gotta press these to unlock them, right? I'm not 100% sure. I'll take that as a yes. Fucking thanks game.
Bring it on. Looking for a fight, you animals? And fight me.
Ow.
Might prove useful.
Just blew that up. Just a little explosion. Oh, fuck. Didn't notice that one. Fire! Ow. Bitch. Yee. There we go. I think we're... Ow.
How's Den? Are you sure she's in there? Let's get this done.
See? Looks like you're a natural.
I'd say like 2 seconds.
Bring it on.
Wow. That game just hard punished me for being a loot goblin. I saw them red barrels, but I was like, nothing's gonna happen. Holy shit. Did I have to have missed. Am I this far away? Excuse me, fellas. Oh, piss off. Ah, stop turning sideways. Is there really no... Oh, music? Are you okay? What's happening? Why are we excited?
Never gets old.
Did you feel that? Impressive.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look. When you restore a full black powder charge, you create a 3-meter shockwave around you that knocks enemies back 5 meters. When you dodge at the enemy's last moment, all enemies slow down for 1 point. Oh, that's what that is. Regain 33.3% of black powder whenever you gain black powder. I think this one's better. Behold, I am triangle. I did not do this quest.
You look like you kept busy.
What is happening?
I never did thank you for saving me.
Someone had to. Or you'd have taken Rip by yourself.
I probably would have left something for you.
You need to tell me what's wrong with you, Luca.
It's a family condition. I've known about it forever.
Baz is good with cures. Maybe he can help.
It's not that serious, honest.
So what? You'll just live with it. For how long?
As long as I can. No rest till dawn. Remember?
I think that someone, perchance, dabbles in black magic.
Here for some Sebo?
Let's play some Sebo. Play some Sebo. Right, fucking Sebo. Ah, fuck. Fuck me. Alright.
It's just not my day.
Let's go do this side quest. Bet in Sebo.
Remember that nitpicking idiot, Sentinel Flintlock? Whatever happened to him?
He's Judge Mercy now. Stripping of an office himself.
Always a petty bastard, that one.
Bro, it's, their voice travels far.
Fight me!
Excuse me, fellas. Oh, this ain't the way, is it? This ain't it.
Do you know the way?
No. I don't believe I do.
What's so damn funny?
How you told me you'd die before you were back in uniform.
Chat. We're sub 300 followers. Can't do the follower goal anymore.
Gimu, what are you doing?
Fighting for my life.
Yeah. We got 300 2 days ago.
Can't you sight with 4 eyes?
Gimu, how come you're fighting the other knights?
They were rounding up folks on Bohal the Butcher's orders. If I hadn't stepped in, my order has been reduced to zealotry. They aren't the people I swore to serve with anymore.
Then join us. We're headed to the keep and we'll need all the help we can get.
The city is a nest of vipers. You go on ahead. I'll do what I can to stir
Switched
them
me
down.
out for Phil.
Fight well, Lord Vanek.
Weirdly specific. Right. Oh, you fecker. Oh, you dirty batch. Oh.
Why does this place feel so oppressive?
Absolute control rules absolute terror, and these people have heralded silence.
You're on fire a bit, sir. Those random enemies, like, in amongst townsfolk, I don't get it. Doesn't make sense in my brain.
Interesting find.
Wood!
Halt, infidel!
Oh my god, his head was on fire. That looked horrific. God damn! Can someone give me a minute?
Peace be with you, Elder.
Oh, sweet. A minute.
This is as good a place to rest as any. Get ready.
Oh, hello. Why you got 2 shields, dude? It's a bit overkill much. What are you, some kind of tank? Oh, now you got one. That totally wasn't a bug. Hey, don't mind me. Just killed a soldier. No one cares. Oh. Oh, look at all that schmeat. Ooh, bread and cheese. Bread. Ew, green. Bash.
Intruder!
Veggies.
Call the knight!
Shut. Oh. She did too. Dang. Beep. Ow.
They called for the knights? Maybe we should repay them in kind.
Terrified people will do that, Enki. We're not here to make things worse.
Damn, Inky wants to go kill him. Bitch.
Demon. Executed for treason.
No!
Order of General Bohal.
We just made friends with this guy.
Animals. He didn't deserve this. He didn't.
His war is ended.
And mine's just getting started. Let's go.
We just made friends with him.
How do you feel? Energized?
Are you T-posing, sir?
When writ's clean, the peace.
Think again. Okay. I'm aware. All right.
Anything worthwhile?
What is that? Lantern. It's nothing.
Take them down, Nor.
Oh, really? Oh, sup, dude?
Ramuha,
Oh, now he does it. Uh. This a shortcut? Oh, this is where the quest is. Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy.
What is that? That's screaming.
Something terrible.
Talk, or I'll take your eyes out.
do your worst.
You gotta.
Walk away, French fella. This isn't your fight.
I'm making it my fight.
I wasn't taking chances.
What's happening?
Yo.
I can't see. I can't.
Easy now. Easy. We'll get you out of here.
No, don't let Bohal the Butcher get away with it. Look for Pauper's Alley.
Don't let go now. We'll take care of you.
No time. Head for the slums. Behind the crates. In the shadows where the knights won't go. One dies. 1,000 follow.
He fought well. His war is ended.
And mine's just beginning.
You did what you could. The man was nearly gone already.
Then we'll finish what he started. Let's look for this Pauper's Alley.
On your guard.
That's a close one, wasn't it? I'm lost. How do I get out? Wait, dude, I'm really quite lost. What? How the fuck do I get out? Just stick to this left wall. There we go. Whee!
What's this then?
Right, let's try and stay on the roofs then.
Perhaps the tortured man was mistaken. There's nothing here but a dead end.
Those boxes have been moved. Let's check the back. A map of the city, complete with patrol routes. One's marked in red, I wonder why.
It's for the butcher. But you'd know that
One dies.
1,000 follow. You don't look like you're from here. Where did you pick that up?
They were the last words of a man being tortured. I was too late to save him. For what it's worth, he told them nothing.
He wouldn't. No matter. The plan is doomed anyway. He was our best sharpshooter.
I can shoot a man dead at 100 paces. 2 if the wind blows the right way. But I need to know who I'm killing.
Bohal the butcher. The judge's terrible left hand. He's been spearheading the bloody purges in Writ and across the peaks.
Sounds like a man that's earned his death.
Killing Bohal would rid the peaks of a monster. Give the people hope again. He will be overseeing an execution over at the Hangman's Plaza. Should be an easy shot. We've cleared a path through the rooftops already.
Why do I care? Like, genuinely, like, why am I getting involved in this?
Killing Bohal will not end the violence. Not as long as Ramuha and the judges are in charge. This is nothing but a distraction.
When those in charge are gone, people like Bohal take over. I'm just looking out for the people of Rick.
Defies the law, defies the judges.
Okay. I didn't think it was that low.
Feel that power.
Yo, goodbye. Leaving. Ta-ta. Alright.
Guess I have to get my hands dirty.
Okay. Quite what I thought. Ow. Nice. Yeah, that roof was
Our people will
something.
hail you as a hero.
I can't stay. There are too many monsters left to kill. Monsters worse than Bohal.
Then
Wow!
it's not much, but it's the least I can do.
Oh! Hammer. I got hammer. I'm gonna smack people with an hammer. Bonk! Ah, so rude. Bonk! Excuse me! Out of the way! Out of the way! Out of the
When
way!
it's clean, the peace will come.
Ramuha.
Morning.
He keeps ahead. We'll find out if we can kill a god soon enough.
Ramuha always did stick to the shadows. Maybe she's heard what we've done already and backed down.
Let's hope not.
Alright, where is it? Got a bit. Oh, it's up there, isn't it? So. One of them. One of them.
You asked for it.
Bye. Saw that and I was like, I want it.
That's better.
Alright.
There it is. The home of every knight in every storybook I've ever read. Never thought I'd step foot in this place.
Okay. Wait. Have I stun locked him? I think I stun locked him. Meh.
Sure beats walking.
Hmm. I mean, I know that item there is like 100% like a trap, right?
Olivants. They say each leg was as tall as 3 men, and thicker than a wagon. They carried all of Writ on their backs and laid it on the mountaintop.
That sounds embellished.
Like you've ever seen them, have you?
A few of these beasts left out west. They're peaceful giants, slow to anger.
If there's anything you haven't told me about Romaha, now's the time.
She's a manipulative creature, an adept at twisting the truth as she sees fit. Be careful around her.
Thus to all wrongdoers. Whoever this was got hobbled and then left here to starve to death.
I was a fool to underestimate her capacity for cruelty. It won't happen again.
The Judge's Hall. Are you ready?
Can't say I'd ever like to be hobbled.
Maybe she'll back down.
Not on my list of things to experience, you know.
Together.
Finally.
All right.
Judges, you are charged with treason and conspiracy to sabotage the Coalition's war effort. Step down or be destroyed.
Infidel, gunbearer, black powder, in our glorious hall.
And who are you to order us, trench filler?
I am the last warning you'll ever get.
Stand down, Ramuha.
Anchi, the rumors were true. We're no longer below Death God. You cannot presume to command me.
Wait, what?
And you're too diminished to make me.
What is this music? This is not the music I was expecting at any point. Oh, what? Wait. It did a follow-up. Oh, shit. Okay. Also, that doesn't look anything like the god that we saw in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, imagine if this is the final boss and I just quit the game, never played it again. Thymesia, part 2.
Stand down, Ramuha.
Yeah, I gotta do 3. I can't get that last one though, apparently. I've got to get these parries down. Ah! Damn it. Okay. I'm wondering if how much do you think I should have been like... I haven't implied any sort of form of grinding, right?
Stand down, Ramuha.
Alright. No faffing about with the guns, I don't think. It's gonna be a bit of a grindy boss, isn't it? Oh, well. Shit. Come on. That do anything? It just like forced phase 2 or something? I'm so confused. Excuse me, are you meant to be outside the boss arena? I'm not sure that you are, and I'm concerned. Right. Is this how we do it? Maybe it fixes itself now. Damn! Alright, so apart from like a bit of a buggy moment in the boss fight there where it got stuck outside the arena, I think we got that boss kind of handled. Trying to calm that down. But not today. We will have to continue this another day. I do unfortunately have to go. Tomorrow we'll be starting a lot earlier. Then, you know, it'll be the Monday stream, so it'll be like hopefully it'll be a full 8-hour stream. I I don't know if we'll mix and match. Maybe we just do 8 hours of Mass Effect Andromeda and like start making a tear through that. Maybe we do lots of things. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do until I go live most of the time. So, but we could definitely probably, maybe, possibly try to beat this tomorrow as well. It is the final boss, I think, which makes for a pretty short game, if I'm being honest, but it's a fun short game. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. Thank you, Kenshi, for moderating. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.